Hello, it's time to study geography. Come with me to spend a day in the lives of animals. I'm headed to Lake Mburo Park, Uganda, with my husband and a few friends to go and explore the kind of animals that actually live in this park. So, a little story before we go. How do you choose your friends? I asked this question because I remembered something that happened to me in the university. I had this very good friend of mine. I confided in her and we discussed a lot of things. But I remember a time when I was about ending my relationship and I spoke to her about it, and she really encouraged me. It felt like there was someone who understands exactly how I felt, and she was like, if you're not feeling the relationship, Emma, it's okay for you to let go. My relationship finally ended, and before I could realize, she was dating the boy. Fast forward, my ex had never met her before, like I had never presented her to my ex, so they didn't know each other, but she knew everything about the guy. But how she got the occasion to meet the guy, or whatever string she pulled together to meet the guy and get themselves in a relationship, is what I don't know. But I was really disappointed, and I felt like, could it be that she actually loved or envied something I had, but she didn't tell me, or what actually could be the reason? And I really didn't bother to confront her, but I just put her in one place and I just moved on with my life. Just to tell you how some friends can be. They may seem for you, but actually they are wishing to have a grasp of something that belongs to you. Yes, we are at the park, and who saw the zebras while we're getting into the park? Man, I realized a zebra and a horse are actually the same animals. The only difference is the white and black body of the zebra. But take away that lining from the zebra and you're gonna have a horse. I mean, I just realized that, and it's so crazy. So at the entrance of the park, foreigners pay a fine, no, not a fine, no, a bill, sorry, a fee, yes, that's a word, of about $30. Yeah, so each of us paid that to enter, and we were very lucky because we actually got the animals at the very perfect time. And if you want to come to the park, you want to come early in the morning, because that's when you see animals. If you come in the afternoon, you're not going to catch most of them. And I saw this handsome looking water bug in my sight. Let's name him Andrew. And I was telling Andrew, hello, come and take my phone, give a selfie and give my phone back to me. And he was like, who are these weird looking people? Okay, since you find me handsome, let's just look at each other. I mean, it's so big. A water bug comes from the family of antelopes, but this is the big size. This is the big size antelopes, so they are called water bug. And this is a masculine because of the horns on their head. Again, I see a buffalo in the water. Let's name her Lady Margaret. So Lady Margaret is having her bath, and I see hippopotamus also from their little tiny ears in the water. Hippos to me are very lazy animals. Like, they would stay in water for the whole day and you wouldn't get to see them. They would only come out later in the evening, or you could see them very, very early in the morning. But I learned that the skin of the hippo is very sensitive. That's why most times they prefer to stay in the water because of the sun. And I was saying, if you want to come to the park, you should come early in the morning if you want to be able to see all the animals, because animals don't like stress. Once the sun has come out like this, everybody has gone to hiding. So if you find yourself in the park in the afternoon, you won't see most of the animals because they'll be shading themselves from the sun. Or this was my best highlight in the park because I was able to see a giraffe at a very close range. But I think I feel bad. I don't want to say feel bad, but I have a little pity for an animal like a giraffe because its height causes it to strain so much when it wants to get to ground level to either eat or drink water. Like the stress it goes through to split its legs together, curve them to drink water, and I'm like, oh no, these animals go through a lot with their height. And this is impala, as it's called. Is another type from the family of antelope, but this is the medium sized antelopes. They are called impala, and just like the water buck, they are mostly in eastern and sub-Saharan Africa. Yep, that's where most of them find themselves. And you can see a journey of giraffes. It was so beautiful to see them so close. Just that giraffes are scared of humans. I was going towards the giraffe. I was scared. Trust me, if that giraffe had made one step towards me, just one step, I would have run for my dear life. I was just feeling myself being able to be in the midst of the giraffe for the first time, and I scared Mr. Giraffe away, and it ran for its dear life. I probably looked handful with my sunshirt or what, and the giraffe didn't find me sexy in my short gown. It ran. The other side of Lake Mburo. Okay, this is the lake side. Actually, where the water is, it's also I would say a little recreation center. Yeah, all visitors at some point gather here. You can have a meal, you could go on the boat ride, the restrooms as well, and stuff. And other animals also could find themselves hanging around here. It all depends at what time you come to Lake Mburo. So there were a group of visitors who were going on a boat tour, and a trip, it's about 25,000 Uganda shillings. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's going to cost you. So I was looking through the waters, hoping to see the lazy hippos that would spend their entire day inside the water taking care of their skin. And unfortunately, the hippos didn't show up. So I was like, okay, maybe I should go and look for another point of focus or another point of interest, since Mr. Hippo was having his skincare. So moving up to this way, I saw a lonely little monkey. Monkey saw me and ran away. Oh, seems like this monkey was thinking about his life. But that was it. Monkey didn't want to be bothered, so I left monkey and I went my way. So that's practically the animals you see. There are also bush pigs here. I don't think I was able to capture that on cam, but generally the animals you see at the Lake Mburo National Park, you have the cows, the zebras for sure. There's so many zebras, the water buck, the impala, the bush pig, the giraffes. And that was it. I'm going back home to get some rest. It was a long day. Please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and share. Ciao.